Good morning. You see, Jesus is the light of life. I'm just going to let you join with me in worship. How about that? Just remember, God loves you. In case something happened in your lifetime and you forgot, you see, He knows how hard it is for you to remember who He is. So He sends His Spirit to dwell in your heart. Out of all the things you could remember about anyone or anything, this perhaps is one of the most important things for you to think about on this Christmas of 2016. Just remember, God loves you. In case something's happened in your lifetime and you forgot, you see, He knows how hard it is for you to remember who He is. So He sends His Spirit to live in your heart. This morning I looked over all the earth, and my heart broke for people sick and afraid. And I groaned deep within, words that cannot be spoken. I cried for you. I was praying in my heart for you. I was praying in my heart for you. I brought you before God's throne, so you're not alone. God's aware of what you're going through. You comfort out of all your fear. Rejoice, for Jesus is aware. And from your pain, your confusion, your shame, God will bring joy to you. Yes, He'll bring joy out of your heart, like He brought water out of a rock. People who know you question the reason why. When you reply, I'm doing alright. Hey, one day in Florida while I was living and, working in an orange grove actually, I came in on the side of the grove and there was a black dog that went across the road, and a vehicle was flying down the road and it hit the dog. And I ran to the dog and I felt so sorry for it as it lay there in pain. And it crawled off the road and I couldn't stop it, and I dare not touch it in its moment of trauma because it might bite me, but I watched it lay in the ditch and I stood by it and it died. Well, no one was there but me and God, and it was just an old dog. It wasn't my dog. I don't even know whose dog it was. But I put my hand on him and prayed a simple childlike prayer, and I didn't even really know how to pray, but I just prayed. I tell you, there's so many miracles that happen if we just let Jesus pray through us. And the next day, woke up from a sleep that night and went outside, and guess what? That black dog was running around in the yard like nothing had ever happened. And there's some people that are probably going to watch this video if they think back years ago in Florida when I was working with Mitchell Fine. And God did some amazing things that my family at that time wasn't even aware of. That wasn't the only occasion though. And my cousin Bobby may remember this, and Jay Halpin that live in Kingston, Arkansas. My Aunt Doreen had an old dump truck, and she had bought I think she'd bought it or it was a gift, but somebody gave her a blue tick hound dog. And it was the prettiest little puppy. And he'd scamper around the yard and, it would play. But one day, it was a hot kind of day, and he wanted some shade, so sometimes animals don't do the smartest things, but he had laid up by the dual tires of the dump truck, and my aunt didn't know it. And she got up that morning, or somebody got in the truck. I don't really recall if it was her or who it was, but somebody got in the truck up and they backed it up. And when they did, it ran over that little blue tick puppy. And I felt so bad. So my aunt told us it was pretty messed up. Its guts was mashed up. It was, a dump truck run over it. What do you think? And me and my cousin took it. My Aunt Drina told us to take it down there and shoot it because we didn't want it to suffer. And as we took it down there and took the rifle, 22 rifle with us, and was going to put it out of its misery because vets in the mountain, are you kidding? Sorry, but what you consider cruelty is kindness in some situations. And as we went to do it, I said to the Lord, I said, Lord, I said, you could heal this little puppy if you wanted to. And I said, I told Jay, I said, Jay, I can't do it. I can't kill this little puppy. I don't want to do this. So we put the little puppy in a box and we took him back to the house and we laid him beside the old heater there, and he was pretty messed up. I remember put a towel in there. One day, Aunt Dream, she was trying to be considerate of the little thing and its little life and its suffering, and she was, Troy, I know you don't want to, she said, but we got to put this little puppy out of its misery. This is not right. And I was like, I walked by that box when no one was around. I had passed through the living room. I put my hand on that little puppy and I said, Lord, are you going to heal that puppy? And a power within, something, just a power shook me. And that's all I had. That's the only witness I had that it was going to be done. And days went by. And it was a trial, a test of faith, and a test of did I believe that spirit that spoke? Did I believe what moved on me? Did I believe it? And I held to it. And finally the ultimatum came. Aunt Dreen had had enough of my foolishness, and she said, that's it. She said, if it ain't better tomorrow, said, we're going to do something. It's going to have to be done. And she said, if y'all don't do it, I'm going to have somebody do it. I'm like, and I remember telling the Lord, Lord, that was you, wasn't it? There's so many things run through our lives and our hearts, our minds, and we don't know if it's the Lord or if it's not the Lord, but Spirit of the Lord hit me again, touched me and spoke. I don't even know how to explain it to you, but I went to sleep and I put it all gave it to the Lord, didn't worry about it no more. Believed what the Spirit of the Lord said. I just believed it. And that morning I was waking out of my sleep by my aunt. And she said, Troy, come quick. And I didn't know what in the world what they were talking about, but there was an excitement in the house. It was crazy excitement. And she couldn't believe it, and I couldn't believe it. Jay couldn't believe it. But we witnessed the healing, miracle working power of the living God. And there was that little blue tick puppy. And he was running and playing and skipping around. He was healed. His guts were set back in place. We didn't do it. A veterinarian didn't do it. So who did it? God did it. So for all you who are sick, and I mean you may be critical, you may be laying on your deathbed, you may have cancer. I know cancer's killed a lot of people, but I can tell you that Jesus Christ can heal you. If he can heal a puppy, a dog, you're much precious, more valuable than a dog in the eyes of the Lord. I mean, God loves you. And my heart went out to you this morning, and my heart went out to all the people, the suffering people of this world, because, and I couldn't handle the weight of it. Only a God in heaven, a loving Father in heaven could handle all that. There's so much stuff going on in this world. Just remember God loves you. In case something's happened in your lifetime and you forgot, you see, He knows how hard it is for you to remember who He is. And He sends His Spirit, His sweet Spirit, to live in our hearts. God bless you. Have a great day. Share this with somebody that's sick, and don't be surprised what happens.